Hello everyone, welcome to There Will Be Cars. I'm Derek. If you're not familiar with my channel, I review new vehicles that manufacturers send me, and I bring you my driving impressions. So there will be trucks, there will be SUVs, and of course, there will be cars. This week I'm in the 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Bronze Edition. 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Bronze Edition is based on the Highlander Hybrid XLE model. Color options are Windchill Pearl, Cement, and Midnight Black Metallic. Total output from the hybrid powertrain with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine is 243 horsepower. The Bronze Edition may be based on the Hybrid XLE, but according to Toyota, it has some unique standard features of its own. Some of those include a 10-way power driver's seat with memory, rain-sensing wipers, Softex seats with special fabric inserts and bronze stitching, this helpful digital rear view mirror, 1500-watt power outlets in the second row and cargo area, illuminated bronze door sills, and a hands-free power liftgate. As its name implies, the Bronze Edition comes with bronze wheels. Like other 2022 Highlanders, the Bronze Edition comes standard with Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus. As you can see, that's a bundle of driver assistance and safety features that includes things such as pre-collision system, blind spot monitor, and rear cross traffic alert, but it also comes with automatic high beams, lane departure alert with steering assist, full speed dynamic cruise control, pedestrian detection, and more. There are a lot of storage areas in the front row, so you've got your cup holder down there. There's this little tray up front here. I found this useful because when I drive, I don't want to sit on my wallet, so I just put my wallet here, and it's visible, so I don't have to worry about forgetting it. There's another tray up here. More storage on the passenger side door. Down here you have an L-shaped storage area, 2 types of USB chargers, a 12-volt plug-in, 2 cup holders right here. Right here you have your command center, so you have the various drive modes that you can pick with this paddle. Got your electronic parking brake, your brake auto hold feature so you don't have to keep your foot on the brake at stoplights. Traction control, EV mode, which uses just electricity up to a certain amount of throttle use and a certain speed. And trail mode. I use that, as you can tell by all of the dirt and dust on the outside of the vehicle. I have mixed emotions about this center storage compartment. You might think by looking at it that it flips up, but there's no release right here to lift this. Instead, you pull back on this, and it's a roll top, right? And this is a nice feature. You have a wireless phone charger. But if you want to get to anything that you're actually storing in here, aside from your phone, you have to lift this up. So you've got a little movable tray right here. Got my wallet and my sunglasses case there. And then you have the main compartment down here and another 12-volt charging port. This is convenient because you can wirelessly charge your phone. But personally, I would have liked it more if they would have used some of this space for the wireless charging pad and then just left all of this open. Because what I've been doing, obviously, is storing some of my stuff and occasionally charging my phone. The problem is, if I want to get to any of the stuff that I have down here, which I found myself needing to do quite a few times, I have to lift my phone up and worry about it sliding out of place. I get what they were trying to do here, but I think they just bundled too many things together. Toyota went with what it calls a mid-century pattern for the seat inserts. They sure do get a lot of attention. Everybody that's gotten close to this vehicle and seen the interior has made remarks about them. All right, let's take a look at the second row. This is a nice feature, especially here in Arizona. These manual side sunshades. Get this soft touch material right here. Some storage options. captain's chairs with armrests, manual controls. So as you can tell, you can slide it forward, you can fold the seat back down. Got these tray style rubber mats. Rear climate controls, power ports. Just to give you an idea of the legroom back here, this is as far forward as I can push the second row seat with the front row seat adjusted to my height. And I'm 5'10", by the way. So now I'm gonna push it all the way back to show you how much legroom I have. Yeah, that's plenty right there. And as you can tell, there are no vents in the back of the front center console right there. However, there are a couple mounted in the ceiling. Yes, the second row does have the convenience of 2 cup holders and a storage area here, but this seems to be fixed in place. So if you want to get into the third row, you either have to step over this or you have to tilt the second row seat backs forward. Now the question is, how much legroom will I have in the third row based on how the second row seat is positioned? Before I sit in the third row, I'm going to have to raise the seats. So you can probably tell a few things just by looking at this layout right now. You've got these rubber mats on the back of the rear seats so that if you're laying them down like I have them now, you can use this as a cargo area and not worry about messing up the fabric on the seat backs. You also have these manual straps, and I would use this one to raise this third row seat, but as you can probably see there, I tilted the seat back so it's stuck. So before I lift this up, I'm gonna have to tilt the second row seat forward a little. Okay, there we go. Bought a little space there. Pull on this strap. Surprisingly, even though there's Velcro right here, they didn't put a little keeper on the back of this mat. So it just kind of hangs there. I'm gonna raise the rear headrest. And I'll do the same with this seat right here. Just pop this up if you need it. So I'm gonna make things easier on myself and tilt the seat forward and slide it. Get a little bit of space there. Now I'm gonna bring the second row seat back, but leave myself enough leg room in the third row. So as you can see, I have space in front of me. You can use this lever to adjust the seat back angle of the third row seat. And I have it at an angle now that's pretty comfortable, but there's a problem. So as of right now, I have enough legroom in the third row. I have the seat back at a comfortable enough angle, but I don't know if you can tell, but my head is just brushing against the headliner back here. So this is not exactly a place I'd want to be for a long time. I'm not sure you can tell, but riding back here, your knees are pushed up a little. So it's not the most natural riding position. Now, if you want to lux things up back here, you can lean the seat all the way back and free up headroom. Very comfortable. But as you can imagine, you can only do this if you don't have any cargo behind the third row. Some highlights of the third row: you have your own ceiling mounted vents on the sides, pair of cup holders there, and another pair here. Now here's a very important test. So I have the second row seat adjusted to leave me enough legroom back here, but can I sit comfortably in the second row, leaving the seat like this? Let's find out. To leave it just the way it is, I'm gonna go through the middle, which as you can see is partially blocked by this cup holder and tray, but for the sake of testing, I'm just gonna get over that. Okay. Definitely not a dignified process. And this is the price I paid for that legroom in the third row. I am brushing up against the back of the driver's seat adjusted to my height. If I fine-tuned this a little bit, I could free up a little space here. Of course, that would eat into third row room, but I think it would still be doable. Okay, I've done it. I adjusted the second row to leave myself just enough legroom behind the driver's seat and just enough legroom in the third row. Just thought I'd show you what's under this mat. Flip this up. You get a little bit of storage right there. And then you got your spare tire kit right there. Right here is the lid for the access point to the spare tire nut. So you just use the handy tire iron there and unwind this bolt. And then you get access to the compact spare tire below. One thing became very clear to me about the Highlander Bronze Edition within a couple of miles of driving it. I was moving along and I just thought to myself, wow, this is really comfortable. I was surprised at how comfortable it was. You know, it doesn't have an air suspension or anything, but it was just immediately a pleasant ride. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. I was driving around with a couple of family members, and again, within 2 or 3 miles, you know, they both said, oh wow, this is really comfortable. And I have to add that this is pretty quiet too. One drawback, as you might be able to hear, is that when you get on the throttle, the 4-cylinder engine sounds rough and coarse and unrefined. But altogether, the hybrid system offers enough power for the Highlander to get out of its own way. This is a good opportunity to point out how convenient the auto hold feature is. I don't have to keep my foot on the brake. I just press the button for the auto hold feature, pull up to a stoplight, come to a stop, holds the brake. When I'm ready to go, just hit the gas. I really wish every manufacturer would at least offer that in their cars, because I have a 47-mile commute each way, so every little bit of convenience to make that drive more pleasant is appreciated. Another thing that's been helping on my long drives is the fuel economy. So far, I've done 344 miles. Now, I won't be filling this up to get a true MPG figure, just putting that out there, but so far, according to this, might be more, might be less, doing 33.3. This is my final day with the Highlander Bronze Edition, so when I park it before they pick it up, I'll give you a final reading. From where I'm sitting right now, it's a mixed bag. So I really like the fact that they have these large knobs for the volume control and these paddles for various HVAC settings like fan speed and fan split. But one catch is the audio controls, at least the way I have the seat set up, which is comfortable for me, you know, as far as the distance from the pedals and the steering wheel. The drawback is the audio controls in the touchscreen are a bit of a reach. They're not immediately accessible, you know, it's not like I reach out my hand and they're instantly there. I just have to reach forward a little bit. And as you might be able to tell, this sun visor really comes in handy because it's large, but it also telescopes out, so it provides good coverage on the sides, which I need because it's very sunny and very hot here in Arizona. Well, everyone, that's it for my time with the 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Bronze Edition. If you liked what you saw, please go ahead and click the like button. If you're not already a subscriber to There Will Be Cars, I would really appreciate it if you'd become one. I really enjoy learning about these new cars and sharing my experience in them with all of you. So I hope you're here to see my next review. Thanks for watching.